What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Real Talking Healthy Food. It's your girl. Come on in and like and make sure you comment down below after you watch my video and go ahead and hit that subscribe. Bro, I don't fuck my throat up fucking cussing out these stupid motherfuckers. But anyway, yeah, let's get into the shit, shall we?
For these fucking monkey people, these fucking savages. You gotta let them go into your fucking neighborhood and pillage your fucking neighborhood. You gotta let them rape and pillage your neighborhood. You gotta hand over your women to the fucking people. No! Take this example. People are not. What's going on? How's it going? I had to stop real quick and make this video real quick. I have to talk about this. And Kings protecting their neighborhoods in Chicago. Alright, so now these are mostly Mexican Lion Kings in Chicago that are doing this, and I will say I stand in solidarity with these Lion Kings, regardless if they're Mexican or whatever. We are still Hispanic. Dominican. We might have our differences. I don't care about that. We're Hispanic. This is how we are. This is what we do. Okay. This is who we are. We protect our neighborhoods. We protect our neighborhoods. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. This is how the fuck you fucking do it. You fucking fucks. You pieces of shit. This is how you do it. Take this example. Stop fucking cocking for these fucking monkey people. Dude, take this example. Stop fucking cocking for these fucking monkey people. These fucking savages. You gotta let them go into your fucking neighborhood and pillage your fucking neighborhood. You gotta let them rape and pillage your neighborhood. You gotta hand over your women to the fucking people. No! Take this example.
Okay, we done with him. Okay, that bitch ended up getting fired for all that bullshit that he's on. And I have recently come into the mindset that, the Hispanic community really didn't fuck with us like that. And it's off of life experiences. My godmother and godfather were Mexican, although we're specifically discussing the Dominican community on the strength of him alone. However, my godparents were Mexican. My brother's godparents is Mexican. As a matter of fact, what's so fucked up, he looks like my brother, except my brother's beard is blonde, okay? And my brother's eyes are light, okay? And he looks like my brother. Like, people literally think he's a fucking Mexican. Depending on his haircut and depending on if he got Dickies and some Chucks on, he looks just like my fucking brother, okay? So I'm gonna need him to have several fucking seats, okay? On that part. The other tea about this shit is there's this guy called the Radical Latino. I think that's his name. And he's been on this nigga's head for over a year now, exposing him misrepresenting the Dominican community. I forgot to mention why before I roll that clip. The reason why I mentioned my Mexican godparents, I grew up in California. And there is a heavy, heavy, heavy Hispanic influence, Black and Hispanic influence in California. So that's why I feel connected. I know a lot of Spanish music. I know a lot of Spanish things. I understand that culture a whole lot because I spent a large chunk of my life around the Mexican people. I mean, it just is what it is. And we grew up eating tacos every single motherfucking day. Like, real talk. Mexican dishes, chorizo con huevos. You know what I'm saying? Drinking leche and papas for snacks, okay? Shit like that. We have a heavy, heavy Mexican influence on our life. So that's why I mentioned that. But let's get into the clip.
This piece of shit right here. You know, this dude claims up and down that he's white because of his skin color. Oh, look, I got light eyes. Hey, yo, my man, newsflash. You're just a product of rape. That's all it is. You're proof that your ancestors were raped by the Spaniards. That's all it is. So, you claiming this whole white shit, but listen, I'm going off in a tangent or whatever the case is. I'm here to break down most of this pieces of shit, his ideology, because people like this need to be called out. You feel what I'm saying?
So that's a little teaching proof that he's been on this motherfucker's head for a minute. And as a matter of fact, that is from 10 months ago. Just so you can see your girl ain't bullshit. 10 months ago. 10 months ago. So he's been on his head. It's just coming to surface, okay? And that's just how the shit works with the internet sometimes. But yeah, and my experiences, um, I've had a lot of positive experiences with the brown community and shit like that. It's only been broken down here in the recent months, and I don't want to solely be like, oh, it's all Trump's fault, but it kind of is because they were forced to stick together on the strength of the on the strength of the white supremacists really coming for them, and they were forced to really band together and really stand up for theirs. Okay, so their brown pride had to show up and show the fuck out, and that's just what time it was in that regard. Okay, but truth seekers such as myself, in regard to the border patrol and all that. We found out that a whole lot of that shit was a sham. Ain't no way that a whole bunch of motherfuckers could be walking all those thousands of miles clean with McDonald's and all that shit. So the shit was a sham. Going forward, I ran across another girl, and there's a lot of Spanish, or excuse me, Latino people who are stepping up and really saying like these motherfuckers, like the people who got the green light out on black folks and interracial situations, they're really standing up and speaking out against this kind of shit. So I'm gonna roll her shit and then get back to it.
We're just saying that Latinos in general think this way. Like, look, to my non-Dominican, non-Latin people, I'm gonna need y'all to chill with that shit, alright? Stop using the ignorant coons in our community to represent us because they do not. When I tell you all, Antonio does not represent most Dominicans. He does not. This man is on some other shit. One, the man is mentally deranged. Like he needs help. Okay, the man has mental issues. The way that he popped off in that video, the way he was like basically foaming at the mouth like a rabid dog. Okay, y'all gonna use this man to say, well, this is how Dominicans are? Fuck that. No, no, no. He is not. He does not represent me. He does not represent the Dominicans that I know. The Dominicans that are in my family, like, hell no.
And I got to appreciate that. I really do because shit was surfacing. Niggas is paying motherfuckers, to try to murk us, especially in California, especially in Chicago. And her name is Viva Bella by Xtina. So I guess that's Christina. Viva Bella by Christina. So go show her some love and support on the strength that she had enough courage to represent her shit appropriately. So now, we got, due to all that bullshit, right? And I'm gonna throw this in there too. Y'all motherfuckers, the Latino community, y'all need to check that motherfucker Takashi. Get that motherfucker under control, and we gonna get Akon two in the fuck together, okay? Two and fuck together, okay? So as of now, we got um a Black Power Brown Pride challenge going on. And you know what? I'm here for that. Now, my saying used to be, if you're brown, you can get down. If you're white, I'm alright. But looking at some of the people that done lost their lives, shout out to Sarah Grossman for protesting against the shit. even though we know they're using our pain against us to implement their New World Order agenda. But however, we still obviously and very clearly have an issue. And back in my day, when I was kicking it around in California, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really that. It was generally the fairer skin Hispanic community who were more racist. It seems like the lighter you are, just like our community, if you're passing or you're light, they tend to utilize their privilege against the darker skin one. Let me tell you something. My godfather was my color. And he's full 100% crazy ass Mexican. And they son was hella fine. Let me just tell you, okay? I had plenty of crushes on the Spanish dudes. But anyway, I'm just saying I'm kind of here for it. But I'm a little skeptical on the strength of the green light. And I'm black first. But I'm here for the positive intention. So I wanted to share the challenge with you guys coming straight from the Radical Latinos channel. So let me share this clip with y'all.
This challenge, I call it the Black Power Brown Pride Challenge, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We don't get down like that in Chicago. So I'm my Latino folks, so I'm my black and brown people, renegades, neutrons, spice us. That's it. It's over with. We protected our hood at our cost from looters. You know what I'm saying? Looters comes in our shapes and sizes. They were from out of town. Chicago knows better. We don't get down like that in Chicago. We fucks with each other. We work with each other. We grind with each other. We make money with each other. Forget about that shit. That race shit is over with, man. Quit it now before it gets crazy. It's from motherfuckers from out of town. We don't get down like that, man. I call this the Black Power Brown Pride Challenge. Y'all do that. So unity, you know what I'm saying? But with the movement, because black lives do matter, and all the injustices they're going through, they try to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the system and fuck the police that's fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? And fuck everybody that's against them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's divine and conquering. That's what they're doing. They're winning right now. So I'm calling all black and brown people in Chicago, unite. We ain't about that shit, man. Share this challenge, man. We're together. We're like this. We fucks with each other. We've been doing it for years. We're not gonna let some dumb motherfuckers from out of town come and divide us. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, that shit's over with, yeah. Stop the looting in the hood. Protect the hood. Black and brown. Together.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like motherfuckers like that, Immortal Technique, doing what the fuck we supposed to fuck to be doing. Okay? Like really acknowledging the not being ashamed to acknowledge the African ancestry that's pumping through your fucking blood. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of it all, you know what I'm saying? I came through to say, all you motherfuckers who's on that bullshit is about to get canceled the fuck out. Straight the fuck up. None of us got time for that shit. We're losing too many of our brothers, cousins, uncles, fathers, sisters, daughters, nieces, children, you know what I'm saying, to this bullshit. And even the white folks, I'm gonna throw y'all in there last because only y'all motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, only y'all motherfuckers could stop that racism. Only y'all motherfuckers could stand up to your grandfathers, stand up to your mothers and fathers, and let them the fuck know what the fuck is up.
Can you shut your mouth for a minute? No. Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that position?
I see these people.
Do you understand the systematic and historical reason for why they're in that position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
No.
Yes, they're
No.
good people.
No.
Most of them just want to suck off the system or do something bad like drugs or gangs. And that's all they do.
They have been oppressed. They have not been given the same opportunities you have had.
Only you. Be like her. Be like her. Okay? People be talking about I'm racist. How the fuck am I racist? I can only fuck with a white person who fuck with me. If a white person talking about they fuck with me and they see some fuck shit happening to me and they ain't got nothing to say about it, I can't fuck with you. Period. And it don't matter if you white, black, or whatever. I mean, I gotta cut off some family members on the strip that they just now getting on deck. They didn't even believe me when I got my ass whooped by police. So it ain't got nothing to do with color. It got to do with you being an idiot or not being a fucking dumbass. That's it. Either you're a dumbass or you're fucking not. And your time's running out. Motherfuckers ain't got time for you being complacent, you not knowing if you're gonna be a coon or not. We don't give a fuck about that shit, even if you're a family member. You're cut the fuck off. You're cut the fuck off. You're cut the fuck off. Even if you're a family member, you're cut the fuck off. If you're not for the shits, then you're cut off. The end. Like it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might be a little hurt, but not really, because you're a marked ass bitch, and you'll let me get murked, and you'll go home in your suburbs with all your other cracker racist friends, and have a good time, and with your Starbucks and your Panera Bread, and meanwhile we're leaking in the streets. So that's what I got to say about that. And it's clear that motherfucker is slow. It's obvious that motherfucker is a dumbass. Look how he talk. Look how he talk. He's an idiot. He's slow. He probably got spelling problems. His handwriting ain't right. He's a dumbass. He takes white people shit and regurgitates the bullshit. The shit that he don't even believe the shit that he's saying. He looks like a light-skinned black man. If he was walking in the streets, they would whoop his black ass too. We ain't got time for no mammies, butter biscuits, coons, Uncle Ruckuses, and all you motherfuckers in search of your meritorious, all you motherfuckers, we leaving you bitches behind. And that's it. Akon, all the Takashis, all those weirdos, all the fuckheads, all those motherfuckers, the Billy Porters, and I'm going to tap into the gay shit, and then we going to go into Billy Porter next while I'm hot. Let me tell you something real quick about you gay motherfuckers. Real quick. Don't nobody know that you gay until you tell them. If police pull your stupid ass over, they see your black ass first. So I'm going to need you to know that nobody know that I fuck mad bitches first until I tell them. Nobody knew that I done had mad bitches on deck until I told them. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You think I'm giving you 80s and 90s tea? No, bitch. I was smashing bitches because I was fucking gay. Did the police officer who pulled me out the car by my fucking weave know that I had a girlfriend at home? A Puerto Rican girlfriend at that? Did they know I had a Puerto Rican girlfriend named fucking Daisy at home? No. They saw my black ass in front of a Walgreens at 2 o'clock in the morning wondering what the fuck I was doing. That's what they saw. That's what they saw. So, yeah, have several seats with that bullshit. Okay? Like, please. Okay? Let's stop acting like who you fuck. Let's stop acting like who you fuck is that important. It's not important. It's not. You guys already got more rights than the motherfucking black people. We still marching. We're getting murdered during protests. If I say faggot right fucking now, and I'm going to keep saying faggot, by the way. Faggot ass bitches. That's what I'm going to say. Faggot, maggot ass bitches. You're not switching up the shit on me and none of that. I'm not a cis, nothing. I'm a natural born, real woman. And that whole shit is a sham. Actually, your shit was started by a Chester molester. And that's why I no longer volunteer for Pride. I no longer support LGBTQ. At first, initially, I had all that shit all over my Instagram because I put in real fucking work. That's what I did. Real work. I went in there dancing with tutus and balloons and shit. Those stages you was prancing around on? That was me. Those gates that went up and down 5 miles up the fucking street? That was me. You know those garbage cans you was throwing your drinks into? That was me. You know those fucking signs that you was walking past, those tables you set your boots up on? That was me. But we're going to get into that on another video. Let me fall back a little bit. I'm going to take a breather and we're going to get into Billy Porter's disrespectful motherfucking ass. Because I got some words for you, sis. Okay? Make sure you thumbs up, subscribe if you fucks with me. If you don't, fuck off. You feel me? Hit me up on the gram. I'm gonna come through with some recipes this week. Your girl gotta cleanse because the birthdays are right around the corner, and I'm trying to look sexy as fuck. So I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, and hair grease and all that jazz. Share if you care, share if you dare, especially if you a motherfucking what? Care Bear. And fuck all those weirdos who's like Antonio Batista. And watch out for that nigga because he's already ready to set it off and he just lost his job. So y'all watch y'all back and y'all be careful out there. Peace.
If you think about it, it's sad but true that most rappers are black. Most people who own the industry are white, right? It's sad but true that most people who believe in Jesus Christ are brown. They happen to speak Spanish, but or a Latin-based language in Latin, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, and yet that particular religion is controlled completely by the European. You know, it's interesting to know about the Catholic religion, or the Catholic religion, Christianity in general. Once we're coming into our own and we're realizing that since we supply the power for all this, we have control. And I think that I personally applaud black people when I see them taking control of their own community. And I don't see a reason why they wouldn't applaud us taking control of our own community. I mean, California is our community, you know, it's our country. Before they decide to settle there and dip themselves in the guacamole, and now they mad because they can't get it off them. It's just what it is. It's northern California. I mean, it's northern Mexico. Some people may look at that with disdain or some cynicism and act as if I'm saying it to try and hype the crowd up. I say it because it's true. I think the interesting thing to bring it back home is that Malcolm's X was murdered around the time he started diversifying his message to not be so race centered, but be more about classism, which is really when he was murdered. Around that particular time, when he started mentioning, hey, look how much we have in common with poor Latino immigrants. You know what I mean? Even with poor white people that get treated bad by the system. You know what I mean? And obviously, we have it worse. But when you look at it from that perspective, you know, that if we can identify with people who have the same face as our oppressor, who are in the same enough economic situation with each other, we should be able to identify with ourselves. Because in all truth, a lot of Latino people are black. You know what I mean? A lot of black people are Latino and they don't even know it. You know, and even myself, you know, I have African blood in me that I'm very proud of on my mother's side. You know, my grandfather's black in the pepper. You know, and it just my mother always raised me to never be ashamed of my African roots. The same way I seen a lot of Latinos being, you know what I mean, real denying of themselves. And I think when you come into that, you start to realize where that racism comes from and how it's a part of colonialization since way back in the day. You know, we're taught to, you know, hate black people. They're taught to resent us, and if you can keep oppressed people fighting each other, I mean that's the beauty of the situation. You know, for them at least, when you got two problems, you put them together and you let them solve each other. You know, it's worked in the past for America. Militant black movement, communist Vietnam. Let's draft all these militant socialist black people, send them to go fight all these communist Asian people. Perfect solution. You know? So now that they have a problem, they have a growing constituency of Latino people who have the power to vote. They have black people who are becoming more entrepreneurs in terms of their business. They're going to pit them against each other so they can seem as if they have the only solution to our problem. Playing that Tarzan role again. Like, we need you in the jungle, man. Get the fuck out.
With that said, I'm out.